Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Reason for update on Polygon is that it has also now reached my target area. And I can officially say now that of all coins I covered, all coins have reached their target areas. Unless you know one which didn't, I don't. All coins have reached their target areas. Polygon MATIC seemed to be the most unrealistic one to reach it, because only like a couple of weeks ago we were still above 130 and my target area ranged all the way through from 30 to 60 cents. Yeah, we've been talking about this target area here since we were at around $2.50. Yeah, since January we talked about a 30 to 60 cent Polygon MATIC. It has remained to be my primary expectation. There was an alternative, but for that alternative that I didn't like, and I made that very clear. I told you if that alternative happens, then I won't have a lot of trust in the chart going forward. And that would have been had Polygon MATIC held here that $1.03 support level. Yeah, there was an opportunity or a potential to count all of this here as a leading diagonal, which I found from the beginning still quite unrealistic, because typically after such a strong correction that happened here in June, July on a higher level, having a leading diagonal that long, no, don't really like that idea. However, that would have allowed us to count this as an ABC, and it could have stopped at $1 and would have still been fine, but it didn't stop at $1, and overall the probabilities for that, I leaned towards the primary scenario here, the target area between 30 and 60 cents. And you can see it doesn't matter how unrealistic something seems. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. So we are now in a situation where we have reached all target areas of all coins that I cover, including Bitcoin now finally. Bitcoin, Polkadot and MATIC were the last ones to reach their target areas. So I can close now this channel and go home. No, I won't. But what I want to communicate is that now obviously new all-time highs seem very unrealistic. And that is what happens. When we were up there, I talked about these prices. People called me crazy. Yeah. People unsubscribed and everything. Doesn't matter. It happened. And we have reached that target area now. And now we are at a point where I can start talking about new all-time highs. Yeah. But we don't yet have the low in. The low is not in yet. The low isn't confirmed yet. I still expect Polygon MATIC, because it dropped into this target area, to go lower. So I think it would not be unrealistic to say that we really reached that 30 cent level here for Polygon MATIC. Funny enough, that target area is looking very similar to the target area of Cardano, which is also between 30 and 55 cents. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does this additional lap of honor here down to 30 cents before we hopefully turn around, and that would be really tight. I mean, at the moment it's looking like that Polkadot, Polygon MATIC, Cardano and Solana are going to hold, as all altcoins from the altcoins that I cover are holding best. Yeah, Polkadot because it was one of the last to reach the target area. Well, all of them really. But yeah, MATIC was really late, and it has now come into this area. It has found support here at 47 cents. It has, yeah, retraced a little bit to the upside, but it's still too weak for me. That is not enough in terms of bullish signals. We've found support here in this area, probably because we are here previously back in April 21. We had a swing high here. So that's probably why we found some support, but it should really go down all the way to that 30 cent level. That would be the beginning of here this chart actually in April 21 that I have here, the Coinbase chart. Now the 30 cent level, why is this target area so important? Channel members will know, people who view this channel for a long time will know, it is the area between the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level and the 78.6. This is the area where in such a corrective wave, in a wave 2, and I think we are in a wave 2 as per the Elliott Wave count, in a second wave, which is a corrective wave, you normally reach this area. And it was also so important because this low, which we are currently making, is lower than that low of the wave A. And this is very important. Yeah, had we not made that lower low, I wouldn't have been very confident in the future of this chart. But because we are now making this, it gives me a lot of confidence. On the other hand, we shouldn't drop below 30 cents. That wouldn't be good for the price. It wouldn't be good for the chart. But we still have around about 40% we could still drop and still remain in this target area. So is the low already in or not? Let's go to the 4-hour chart for that. Maybe it gives us a bit more detail. At the moment, we see here potentially the downtrend slowing down, but it's not confirmed yet. To really end the downtrend, or at least end the short-term downtrend, we would need to make a higher high. That would need to go above 95 cents. And really, at a minimum, we would want the price to go above the previous support, which is here at $1.03. So quite a long way to go. But on this move up, and I showed you in other videos, we need to see first an impulsive move up. We could very well get just a corrective move up, which has only 3 waves, and then another impulse down, which will take us to 30 cents. But should we now see a first impulse up, I would be quite confident that the low could already be in, because we have reached this target area. Yeah, at any point now, all cryptos can turn around. They all can at any point now turn around. It probably needs a bit of a bullish catalyst, something like that. At the moment, it still doesn't feel like the low yet to me. Yeah, I think we all need to suffer a little bit more. That is usually what happens in such a capitulation phase, because this is really the low. This is the massive low that we are going to see. And it seems like the low that we had in May last year, that was only the first wave down of that correction. You usually have 3 waves in a correction: a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C. The wave B is a corrective movement of the overall downtrend. So let's take a look. Here we had, go to the 12-hour chart, you will see it. So it seems like this was really just the wave A, not as bad, yeah, in July. Then we moved up in a corrective wave B, did nearly overshoot the previous high, or maybe we did actually, and then we came down here in the wave C, which is the final sell-off basically, yeah. And I've showed you so many times in my Bitcoin videos the S&P 500 Grand Super Cycle chart, which is it has been very, very similar, and it's worked out. So now all we need to do is to wait for the low. As I said, next support 30 cents, and I will of course keep you updated as soon as I see anything change here in the chart. All charts completely bombed out, completely oversold. And now it's really just a matter of waiting until the dust has settled and until we see a first impulsive move up, and I keep you updated. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out my trading course on my website, morecryptoonline.com, and maybe even join as a channel member. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.